guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just filmed this look today and I used all BH Cosmetics and well, actually just BH Cosmetics palettes and brushes. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. But first, coffee. Okay, so these are all my BH Cosmetic brushes. They are well loved. Some of them are falling apart. No, it's not BH's fault. I soaked these brushes the first time I washed them, and I soaked them overnight, and a lot of them absorbed the water because they are wooden handled brushes, and they expanded, and the glue just, disintegrated. So I kind of ruined the brushes when I first got them, so that is not BH Cosmetics' fault. That is my fault. User error, so do not do that. But these are some good brushes. I wish they had better blending brushes, but I still try to make them work. So let me pull my hair back, and I already moisturized my face. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids with this foundation and concealer palette. So this shade was just a little bit too light, so I went in with a few shades darker just to kind of make that look a little more natural. And I'm just going to blend it out with my beauty blender. Next, I'm just going to set that with a white setting powder in this palette. Okay, so now I'm going to use this Jacked Up Carly Bible palette by BH Cosmetics. It was my palette, then I gave it to my sister and she destroyed it. It's very well loved. No, I'm just kidding, but she's had it for like a year and it got broke. But she let me use it for this tutorial because I never did a tutorial with it when I had it. So I was like, hey, let me get that for this video. Thank you. So yeah. So I'm going to set it even more with that lightest shade in the palette. So first I'm going to go in with this transition shade and just put that all in the crease and blend it out really well.
Somebody's getting it, somebody's getting love. Somebody's getting it, somebody. Somebody done got it. Somebody done got it. Somebody done got it.
So I'm just going to add some darker shades in that crease just to deepen it up. I did end up going in with some of my Morphe blending brushes just to blend it a little bit better because I did not love... These brushes work good, but the brushes I have from BH, none of that set had like a really good blending brush in it, so I just used one of the other ones. So next I'm going in with this darker shade on the outer corner.
Action, someone other than me. Yeah. But when I kiss you, it just ain't the same. Slip the other night and call me someone else's name. Somebody done got it. Somebody done got it. Somebody done got it. Somebody's getting it, somebody's getting my love. Somebody's getting it, somebody's getting my love.
And now I'm just going to go in with a shimmer on the lid. I use that golden bronze shade. It's like a champagne-y kind of shade. And then I'm going to go in with the darker bronze shimmery shade towards the outer corner. Okay, so this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pro palette. This is an $88 palette and I absolutely love it. But I did have a BH Cosmetics brow palette that is definitely a dupe for this. I gave it to my cousin and she lives far away, so I didn't get to, you know, take that one from her for the video. But this one is definitely a dupe for that. So they are very similar. I'll try to insert a clip of my BH Cosmetics palette. The Anastasia palette does have more shades, but the BH palette has more wax shades and waxes in that one, and it is only $11 instead of $88. I highly recommend the BH one, and I bought the BH one first, so if I would have known that they were the same, I wouldn't have bought the Anastasia one. I would have kept my BH one, but I wanted to try a high-end one, and I wanted a high-end brow palette for my kit, so that's why I got this one. So next I'm going to sort of prime my face a little bit with one of the foundations, and then I'm going to go in with a few different shades of the foundations in this foundation palette. And now I'm just going to set my entire face with that shade that I just pointed to, just to use that as a setting powder. So I'm going to cream contour with this shade, but first I'm going to conceal under my eyes and highlight my face with this concealer. This is a foundation and concealer palette. I wouldn't say it's full coverage, but it is buildable. So I do think it's really nice for the price, but it's not my favorite. But it did do a really good job in my opinion. And of course, Miss Reagan had to have her daily dose of lipstick. She is a makeup junkie like her mama, so I had to help her out there before she made a mess. And now I'm just going to blend the concealer with my beauty blender. And of course, I always have to set my concealer so it doesn't get creasy. Okay, so now I'm going to use that darkest shade in the foundation palette and cream contour with that. It is a little more of a warm tone, so I don't recommend this for contouring. I would use more of a cool tone for contouring, but we're just trying to work with what we have. So next I'm going to powder contour with this other BH face palette that I have, because why not? Always, always, always blend your contour, ladies, please. And next we're going to do our blush. I did forget to bronze in this video, so I did have another blush and bronzer palette from BH Cosmetics that I used at the very end of this video. So sorry that I forgot to do that, but I did throw it in at the end, so stay tuned for that. I will say the blushes in this palette were very pigmented, so use a light hand. And next I'm going back to that Carly Bible palette to highlight, and first I'm just going to highlight the inner corner of my eyes and the brow bone with that lightest eyeshadow, and then I'm going to use the actual highlighters to highlight my cheekbones and the rest of my face. I did go in with some darker shades and smoke out my lower lash line a little bit because I like to do that after I do my concealer. So yes, now I'm just going to go in with this highlighter and highlight with that brush, and it was a very natural highlight, but if you want a more beaming highlight I would use your finger, so I did both, and this is how it turned out, and these highlights are gorgeous. So next I'm using this lipstick palette by BH Cosmetics, and I just wanted to use like a more natural shade, so I did like a nudie brown shade, I guess you could call it, like an almond kind of shade. And I think it turned out really well. I really did like this lipstick. I don't reach for this palette often, but if you're kind of over matte lips, this is actually really moisturizing and really comfortable to wear. It's not super sticky like it looks. And yeah, I thought it turned out really good. So I do not have an eyeliner or mascara from BH Cosmetics, so I just used this Tarte mascara, and I didn't do any liner today. I did pop on some lashes, but I didn't like how that turned out, so I took those off, put on some different ones, and I didn't like those either, but I was just too lazy to take them off and find different ones, so it was just like a bad lash day. Has anyone else had a bad lash day? Those are a thing. So yeah, that's what it was today. I'm so sorry the lashes didn't turn out great, but I did really like the rest of the look. Hi guys, so this is the completed look using all BH Cosmetics for the most part. I hope you enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun filming this. I got some on my teeth. I don't think I've done a full face, like a one brand tutorial yet. So this was a lot of fun to film. I hope you like the look. This can be an everyday look or a fall look or whatever kind of look you want it to be, really. I was really actually very impressed with the results because I have had these products for a long time and I don't really use them that much, to be honest with you. So yeah, it was nice to see it all put together. I really do like it, to be honest with you. I think considering the price and the quality, I thought it performed really well. So yeah. Sorry if you hear the girls playing in the living room. This is just my only time to film, of course. I did wait until the lawnmower, our yard. What is this? What would I call him? A landscaper, I guess. Our friend who mows our yard, he just left, and I always end up filming while he's mowing. So yeah, at least this one's a voiceover, so you won't hear any of that, and they've left by now. So yeah. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And yeah, thanks again, and don't forget to hit the notification bell if you'd like to be notified every time I upload. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you, and Jesus loves you too. Bye!